talking about how Jalen Brunson's been growing his confidence as he's been doing this stretch.
Yeah, he had a great game, obviously. He's gotten better and better as the year's gone on. Last time we played these guys, we played big. Their quickness really was a problem, so we went to a quicker lineup with him in there to guard Carlisle, and he did a real nice job. And it was a gritty, all-around effort. I mean, these games are hard. They're going to be hard the rest of the way. Even teams without great records, they're all battling. So it's a very good win against, and this happens to be a very good team in the East. So guys did a lot of good things.
Maxey hit a couple of three-pointers there in the fourth quarter. Just talking about those big backs.
Yeah, he played extremely well and was certainly an unsung hero in the game. If you look at the overall stats, the 2 threes he hit, were as big as any shots in the game. And Luka hit a couple big ones at the end, and Brunson hit a big one a little earlier than that. But in these tight games, every shot's a big shot. That's just how they're going to be.
How much fun does Dirk appear to be having right now?
Yeah, and look, he's worked for it. He's earned these opportunities to start, and it's great to see him in a rhythm, and he's battling on defense. He's getting his hands on balls around the rim, getting a few rebounds. So it's good stuff.
What do you think about the competitive fire there between Luka and Wes going against each other?
Well, anything involving Wes is going to be a stimulated situation. That's one of the reasons we loved him. That's why we signed him 4 years ago. And he played a great game as well, which was completely expected. But those two guys are both great competitors, and they also like to have fun in the heat of great competition. So wasn't surprising to see some exchanges. But in the end, they both wanted to win the game.
How much development has Dwight Powell made offensively? It seems like even driving off the dribble, he's much more comfortable doing that.
Well, he's developed real defined strengths, and his roll to the rim game has been great for a couple of years. The threes he's getting more comfortable with, that's pretty evident. And the drive game is something that he's developed over the last 2 years. He used to drive, and he didn't have great balance when he drove. He's worked on his strength and balance, and he's worked on the execution of drives, and he's become a real threat, because if big guys come out on him at the three-point line, he's going by him. And he can not only he can finish, but he can also find people because he's got good vision.
What does it do for your offense when you're pushing the pace like you were tonight?
It helps. But it also means you're getting stops, so that's a big thing. The game was physical. Both teams spent a lot of time in the bonus/penalty, and it was grinding. So I doubt it's quite as fast-paced a game as it may have looked. When there were fast breaks, they probably looked like it was going faster than it was. But against Indiana, they're the best third-quarter defensive team in the league, and so they came right out, picked it up, got a steal. But we responded well, and we fought through it, and we fought. You got to fight on both ends to be successful. You got to fight for everything on offense and on defense.
I think that's 5 20-point games for Hardaway in the last 8 games. Just talking about the way he's settled into this offense.
Yeah, he's doing a nice job. He's been very solid in our defensive system, and so his competitiveness is something that we knew was a big plus. We knew he could make shots, and guys are starting to really understand where he likes the ball, and he's doing a good job of being aggressive in positive situations.
Rick, what do you think about what Luka was able to accomplish as a teenager in the NBA?
One word: phenomenal. And it's been quite an adventure, with him and everything that has gone on, the the amount of excitement, the enthusiasm, interest that he's generated, and yet, I've said this many times because I've gotten many questions about it. He's not looking for attention. His sort of place of sanctuary is the court. That's where he's comfortable, loves to play. There's certainly been ups and downs, and he's had some turnovers the last couple of games, but he settled in tonight in the second half, did a much better job taking care of the ball and finding people, and he helps make the game easier for everybody out there.
Let's talk about that flagrant foul and what you saw.
I didn't see it. I know that O'Quinn is a very strong guy and a physical guy. He's had big games against us the last two or 3 years. So it was, my recollection is it was a guy going in hard and him coming in with force. I don't think it was a dirty play, but I haven't studied it. If I did think it was a dirty play, I wouldn't tell you.
Coach, you said at the end before the game that you guys were really looking for wins. You guys ended a 5-game losing streak. How do you guys build off of this?
With a day off tomorrow to recharge, a good practice Friday, and then we gotta hit the court with a lot of enthusiasm on Saturday. Memphis is a team that looks like they're having a struggling year, but they've got some very good wins in recent games. They beat the Lakers. I watched that game today. They got Conley out there, and I don't know what the status of Jackson is. He's been out. You got Valanciunas playing. They've traded for hard playing guys, so that'll be a battle. Thank you.